Well, it is 9:30 p.m., so we should have started already, but it appears we haven't. So, I suppose we're just waiting for the door to begin now. Well, to update everyone on what's happened for tonight, we've understood that yesterday there obviously was the failed Taoiseach nomination, which has been overruled by the current Taoiseach. No, that was overruled by the High Court, who said that the nomination of Oisin was completely legal. He then got banned, and then everyone thought Noah was going to be lead Taoiseach again, and then he came back. So now we're sitting here with Oscar, who is now declared used his powers under Title 43.3, no, point 4. Should a confidence motion fail, the Taoiseach may request to the Cian caller for a revote. Though this is not for a Taoiseach, but unfortunately, it's not really anything I can currently. I don't know. It's a confidence, but they're asking for a revote on the confidence motion when there would be. They're trying to do Taoiseach nominations again. So I don't actually think they have these powers, but usually in these things I'm wrong. So you know, hold on, I need to quickly check something. Need to see if Neve will actually be joining me today, which I hope she is. Okay, yes, I have summoned Neve now. The duel is about to begin. We're waiting. Okay, the national anthem should begin playing at any moment now. There we go. So I need to stream this to Discord. Oh, I need to start the stage, don't I? Thank you, Neve. Hi, Neve. Oh, sorry, national anthem. Forgot about that. Well, as they say, third time's a charm. We are currently meeting for the appointment of an Taoiseach again. As I pointed out just a moment ago, for those who weren't here, the Taoiseach is called a revote under Title 43 point 4, revote arrangements for confidence motions, though I'm confused because this is not for nominations but for confidence motions, so I mean, it is being treated as a nomination, so I suppose we'll just wait. Right, we'll begin with the first item, and the only item, I believe, with the nominations of Taoiseach. The nomination of Epic Noah. This is the leader of the Social Democrats, the largest party out of the election. I believe the Green Party has confirmed they're giving a supply of confidence. No, something like that.
Confidence
Yes, a
and
supply of confidence and vote. So they will approve of a Social Democrat government without entering a coalition. Um, the deputy unregimental or forsaken is called upon instead. Lack of attendance from the Social Democrats bench here. In fact, the Green Party has more members in attendance rather than the Social Democrats. We have 5 people on Labour, 5 people on the
Oh,
Social
let me
Democrats.
just. All Green Party TDs are present. I'm just taking the
Oh
register
yes.
now.
And then, are you sure they got 6 seats, not 5?
They have
Oh,
six.
they haven't filled. They haven't filled the one since Jesse left, I'd assume.
No, they have.
Oh,
There. Wait, no, there's 5 people there. Who isn't there? Leah. Sorry, apologies.
so
Um,
basically 90% attendance ish.
yeah.
The current proposed Taoiseach is, well, for Noah's administration is currently raised. This is Kiara. She's done quite a lot in Ireland. I swear she's a former Taoiseach.
Who? Yeah.
Yeah, so she was proposed Minister for Foreign Affairs until everything, less colourfully put, went wrong, and but now she is proposed Taoiseach for their government, I would presume, because she is the deputy leader of the Social Democrats.
Wait, does an ejection count as a strike as well? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it
Right.
does.
Oswald has reached 3 strikes.
No, 2 strikes.
No, he has 3. He's not at this session. And he didn't submit an absence.
Yeah, that's
And
one.
thus.
That's one. That's one. That's one
Yeah,
for
he was
two
ejected on the
unauthorized.
second.
Yeah, so a strike and 2 unauthorized absences means 2 strikes altogether. Like one
Oh, do you only
ejection.
get, oh, yeah, do you not get a strike for the first absence? I would. I would give a strike. Alright, he has 2 then.
No, because you still needed two.
I doubt he'll stay on till the end of the term.
And 2 unauthorized absences already. Why is the
Let's
legend
see.
so weird? Like the buttons are all extended. The legend.
The legend.
They're all the buttons are all extended. It's not usually how it is.
Wait, let me just consult with my clerics.
Well, we are currently seeing now the Deputy Noah, the proposed Taoiseach for the Social Democrats, raising to give his own speech now. I will be happy to let Oisin up after his nomination has been stated. He begins saying, Cian Corla, I'm honoured to be standing here yet again. Should have been the first time, but due to power-hungry individuals, we're here for a third time. Cian Corla, let's get the facts straight.
Well, there's a point of order from Oisin.
Oh. He didn't specifically... I find it quite ironic when the members said they're guessing it, they got elected, but... As you know, they were elected by the representatives, I remember now. The leader of the leader of the Labour Party has accused Noah of stating something false by saying something about betrayal. I can't remember the exact words. Two arguing over the point of order now. Ken Caller might ask that they both sit down. Ken Caller is now standing, so both deputies must be sitting. She will probably give a ruling in this in just a moment. But already, points of order 9 minutes into the session. To be fair, we have had earlier. Now, this is a worry that was presented by a lot of our TDs yesterday, notably by Leah, who came up here to speak about it. Again, the constant bickering back and forth from both benches. Lots of people don't have the faith in Oireachtas that we're used to.
Alexander P. Windsor isn't here.
She appreciates an end to this the bickering and will discuss the point of order with the clerks. Hopefully, yeah, no, we'll be able to continue. Quite a few important individuals here. Former Taoiseach, True Donald, the current caretaker Taoiseach, Oscar O'Sullivan, and Noah again, who is now speaking, leader of the Social Democrats. He says, I'm currently standing here because Ireland is currently facing a crossroad. Also have Lewis Doherty in the background there, one of the group administrators. We need to choose a government that will care about its interests and not power.
Tell your brother to shut up, please, Dan.
Sorry.
Oh my god. I just saw the
Get
most
down.
inspirational.
Get
I
down.
just no, I just saw the most inspirational tweet. The government. This is actually that's so true. This is the first time the doll has been in session for 23 hours. That is crazy.
It's not even a government tweet,
That
it's
is
RTE.
RT.
What?
Oh, what is that? Same thing. RT is the
Well,
government.
Hey!
it's more like
No, we're not.
over 25 hours I think at this point because they kept we started at 7 p.m. yesterday.
Killian,
Is
did
No,
you
the
see
8
my
p.m.
Kian
development?
Corla wearing a hijab?
Yeah.
Yes.
You should be aware of this. You raised
Assalamu alaikum.
Malikum salam. Killian, did you see my development ping?
Yeah, it looked incredible.
But you
I
didn't.
have
But
to
you didn't
say.
react.
There was
So
no reaction on it when I checked.
yeah,
How long-
you start the trend.
Oh,
Oh,
I actually don't
right.
have room
Noah,
to
sorry.
react.
Noah has been asked
Come on.
to reword or
Oh, I
withdraw.
do.
He's now
But-
rewording his
I'm gonna
statement
go
made
join
previously.
the chamber and mingle and fraternize.
How are you head of moderation if you can't react?
Correct it to individuals
find out.
hungry for the big seat.
I'm taking the
Seems to be
register.
no point of
Please.
orders from there. Oh, no, never mind.
Sorry for my silence. I'm trying not to give people strikes if they are in fact here.
Okay, go ahead.
Oshin is here. I feel like a teacher. Who is Danny Boy?
So
Oh,
Oshin's now raising. Nope, J Matter will be giving a speech.
oh goodness. Mark Mackenzie here. Who is that?
First, thanks the chamber there.
I think he's here.
He begins saying, Today I stand before you with unwavering conviction to nominate a leader who has proven himself time and time again, a leader who has dedication, resilience, and vision sets him apart. That leader is Oshin.
I think the vision that sets him apart is the vision that Ireland should be built without trust and an Ireland that doesn't have integrity.
Well, he continues saying, For over 4 years, Oshin has been a tireless force in our political landscape. He has worked day and night, not for recognition, but for results. He has fought for justice and stood up for the most vulnerable, and delivered real change. In every challenge he faced, he didn't back down. He stepped up. That's leadership. This is not just someone who wants to be Taoiseach. This is someone who deserves to be Taoiseach. I mean,
Oh fuck! I never closed the hot tub lid. I'm sorry. I'll be back.
oh, okay. And I would personally argue no one is ever entitled to a role, but he follows up saying Oshin has earned the trust of the people, not just with words, with action. He has built coalitions, passed legislation, and stood firm on sorry, I didn't catch the whole thing. We need a Taoiseach who understands the people, who listens, and who leads with the heart and with strength. Oshin is that leader. So today, let us stand together and say clearly, Oshin is not just the right choice, he is the only choice. Let's get in Oshin as our next Taoiseach, seeming as Noah is just a gimp. Thank you. Point of order raised by Noah there, probably about the comment made last as well of there.
Right, I'm back.
Welcome back. We don't need Brits in our government, I swear. Well, actually, no.
The word gimp was used again in the chamber.
Yep. He's now he's requesting that it be withdrawn, and Murta is now he's being asked to reword, but he withdraws the word gimp or his phrase calling him it. Now the Deputy Oshin, the nominee for Taoiseach. Sorry, is this member meant to be sitting? The one with the Union Jack pin.
Who's got a Union Jack pin?
Jan 1.
Mm,
He's
well,
not. He needs to join the Discord.
is he not in Discord?
Yeah, at least not on the spreadsheet. He isn't.
I know. I'm looking at that right now.
I'm not even sure if he's in Roblox Discord, the main one.
Robust group. Well, I know if he's not in the Roblox group, he can't sit, but I'm not sure about the server. I just assume it's the same. But let me double check. He must be in the Roblox group.
Oh, I
I'm
haven't
not
been reading
really
his
sure.
speech. Okay, lots of tags here. God. Quite a few tags. I would assume the leader of the Labour Party will ask for an extension of time. Cowell is near. Stay silent. Okay. They're asking for an yeah, they did ask for an extension of time, considering there was some issues there. They have been granted it. They've been given an extra 45 seconds. He says his nomination has been passed fairly.
Oh my god, so many help requests.
More tags. Really unfortunate. Approved not just by the courts, but also by group staff. I mean, the group staff have been a very big debate in this. Have been very involved with this government. With this Oireachtas, no surprise though, because again, this is unprecedented. Unprecedented. We've never seen this before. Again, we cannot emphasize enough. We genuinely haven't seen a Taoiseach who had a PFG released then fail to become Taoiseach with a majority. But we now have a Deputy Bow. Deputy Bow is raising. Again, this is supposedly the party that will be backing Noah for Taoiseach.
Michael S. Collins. Is Michael S. Collins here? Who is Michael S. Collins?
She first thanks the Cian caller before beginning. When Oisin tries to negotiate, Ireland loses. More tags. I mean, the cases being stated are quite interesting. Though we have a lot of back and forth between between the Labour Party and the Social Democrats, little jabs at each other, but we see cases continuing. They formed the protest party triangle.
I
And
think
again, more tags.
this Oisin pulling out of this coalition has really brought the Greens and the Social Democrats closer than ever.
Oh yeah, way further. Like we wouldn't have I don't think we would have even seen anything close to Social Democrat and Green Party cooperation. I think it's mainly Bo does believe that Noah should be Taoiseach. I'm not sure if there is some kind of deeper meaning. That's not my place to say, not here. She says remain committed to ensuring that this chamber is stable and not stagnant. I believe she was saying she would remain committed. We are a collective group of individuals who believe that it's time for Ireland to become a home, not a hotel. This is a very big campaign slogan she's been using, but continues saying, in government, details matter, and does is honesty. Let's be clear, we've seen a decline in detail and honesty since January 2024, and it's time we put a stop to it. Her speech time ends there. The Deputy Oisin is now raising. But quite a few people trying to enter the chambers. To the chamber. He begins saying the Social Democrats refuse to accept the outcome of the nominations. Again, this is coming from the fact that multiple Social Democrats have tried, getting the nominations retabled and such. He says they keep stalling, creating chaos, and shaking the very foundations of our democracy. All to block me from stepping into the role I was rightfully elected to by the representatives of the people. There's now a point of order.
Right, a member has crossed the chamber.
Oh, a member has said they've asked for the relevancy of. Oh, that may be 2 ejections there. I mean, I would
Yeah.
personally eject both of them.
Members haven't crossed the chamber.
No, they haven't crossed the chamber. They've left. They have
Oh.
staged. They're just walking out the chamber. They literally they can't be ejected. They've just left. That's a strike, I would assume.
That will count as an ejection, I believe.
Yeah. So stream will go down for just a second whilst I check something.
Let me check join logs, see who that was.
Right. Sorry about that. The point of order is now being asked to be repeated. And the stream is back up. Apologies for that. Deputy Chiara being asked to raise again. With these 2 members being ejected, we now only have 4 people on the benches of the Labour Party. Oisin is now continuing what he was saying. No, Chiara's back, so she will be putting in a point of order, I'd assume. Oh yeah, she asked the relevancy of the question. Of the response to what Bo had said. Though I do believe that this is just general debate, not based on what other people have said. So I believe it will not be upheld for those reasons. I have another member raising. She does say they can call a stage that is general debate, so it will be allowed. Oisin is now continuing with his speech. The choice before us couldn't be clearer. Tags. Unfortunately, tags just seem to be. Hopefully, we might be able to get Oisin up here to repeat what he was saying without the tags. Sorry, how does saying Oisin activate Siri? That's crazy. Anywho. More tags there. Oh, Oswald has turned up to the session. I believe he needs to attend for
And he's sat
30.
in the
I think he needs to attend for 30 minutes though. Is he on the spreadsheet? He's not much as in the group.
He is in the group. He's been teamed. I need to change that.
Oh, I don't know why his mark's not then. I would have thought Oswald would sit well with Fianna Fáil. So I presume. Oh, the Deputy Jan is being asked to remove himself from the chamber as he was ejected. Okay, lots of people raising to debate. I don't even believe where people sit is outlined in the standing orders. There's chaos everywhere. We've got people trying to sit in the wrong benches. We've also got the Taoiseach raising. The leader of the Social Democrats. Apologies. We're just trying to see what on earth is happening. It is chaos. We have no one knows what's happening at all right now. Right, Noah's now speaking. Kian Caller, I find it ironic that the deputy has accused us of refusing to accept the outcome when he attempted a power grab for his own political gain. And he sits back down. Oh, because there is a point of order. Oswald is now raising. Again, he is in the wrong seat. He says, quite ironic when Oscar literally just called for a revote. I don't know how. I don't see how this is a point of order, but. He says who's really exercising the power grab here, more like the slob sitting across there. The Deputy Oswald has been asked to be seated. Now a point of order has been raised asking why he's on the Labour benches. He's now called the member fat. Is he trying to get ejected? Oh, and he's left the chamber again. Okay, now a point of order being raised by the leader of the Labour Party. This is going to be a long night.
Oh, this is fucking up my register. I don't. People keep gumming then leaving for 2 seconds.
I'm pretty sure everyone has to be there for at least 30 minutes before you can leave. Or if they joined and then stayed for the entire session. But. So how do you pronounce Oshin? Like I keep getting told I'm wrong.
Oshin.
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 So imagine it was Osheen. Oshin.
Oshin.
There you go.
Okay. Oh no, he was banned instead. Probably for calling other members fat. That's not allowed on Roblox. So just a PSA: if you try to say fat in Roblox, it will get you banned for a day. I'm being told it's Ushin. Anywho, Noah is now wrapping up what he said, if he may. Just trying to wait for something to happen. It is like there's not a lot to commentate on here. Well, it is now reached 10 p.m. The door has been sitting for 30 minutes. Oh, apparently for over 26 hours. Noah said they accuse us of refusing to accept the outcome. They are trying to form a government which has no majority at all. find it slightly ironic because they are trying to also form a government with no majority, but you could say there is the supply and confidence of the Green Party. He says only shows the desperation of getting into government. The Irish people are ashamed of the fact that we're here. They're now being seated. On the account of time, I would assume we should just get the session adjourned. Oh, we have a motion to adjourn. It is now being put forth to the chamber if it's agreed. A vote has been called. So if they do vote to adjourn now, then voting will begin for Taoiseach nominations. I'm not sure if Eamon will be doing what he's done previously, where he'll be done on RTE, but I don't even think he's here right now. Where is Eamon? Neve.
Huh?
Do we know?
Amen.
Yeah, do we know where he is?
He's here.
Oh. Okay, there are lots of people on the stage, which I will want to point out. Lovely to see you all here. Makes me very proud because we used to have, I don't know, at the start of the previous term, we only had like 40 people tuning in. But then obviously we got more presenters. The first time we started recording, though, did get quite a lot of views there. I don't think we've actually ever peaked from the performance of the first Oireachtas, where it started being properly streamed every session. Yes, it's a rare chance where I can thank everyone for, getting me this far with the Oireachtas. Anywho, we're now... Someone's trying to motion to cancel the motion to revote, but... Oisin is now sitting in the chair the Social Democrats were sitting in. Okay, sorry, the results are also being read out. 1 tar, 10-0, and 2 abstains from the vote to adjourn. So we will not be voting on Taoiseach nominations just yet. So more debate will be allowed to continue. Oh, Deputy Oisin has just been ejected for crossing the floor. The proposed candidate for the Labour Party has just been ejected from the door. Also, I just want to quickly apologise if it sounds like I'm really I don't know, I feel like I'm not having my best performance today. I'm just really tired.
Fine.
Anywho. Yeah, well, the proposed Taoiseach for the Labour Party has been ejected.
It was fair enough. He intentionally
Yeah.
sat in the Taoiseach seat and then refused to move.
No, there is debate. Oh, no motion to adjourn by Bo again. Eamon, could you just quickly DM me whether this will be done on the stream or not? The question...
Oh, the announcement. Oh.
Yeah. The question is now that do we adjourn? Everyone's now moving to the voter rooms. Seems that it will be agreed after the ejection of Oisin. It doesn't mean he has a strike now, which isn't usually a good start for an Taoiseach, or a proposed one. I don't think Oscar got a strike. No, yeah, he never did.
2, 3, 4.
Just notably, last session, the 30th Oireachtas, Oisin had 2 strikes and was bordering a third if he had another unauthorised absence. Everyone is now resuming their seats and the results will be read now. Clerk resulta. Tar 8.
All in chaos as Oisin shits pants. Sorry, that it was an illegal
Nil
move.
one
Oh!
and
And
3
the election of
abstains.
Taoiseach.
So the duel is now adjourned. Sorry to interrupt you there, Killian. It's quite important.
See?
Well, what I was saying was more.
You've ruined it. You've ruined it.
Who do you think you are? When you
Who do you think you are? Can you stop with the applause, please? Thank you.
Well, that is it. The Taoiseach nominations will now go ahead. Something that's been heavily contested, and I'm sure will continue to be contested because
Why is Lewis wearing Sabrina Carpenter Met Gala?
so why is the bells going off again? Oh,
I
the
rang
lag. Oh,
The house,
you
the house is
did
falling.
Feel the ringing of the bells.
The house is falling apart. Oh god. And now they're
Oh,
playing
the-
music.
Wait, guys, do we want darker lighting in the doll to make it more sensual?
I don't
No.
mind. No, let's keep it bright. But I think this will be challenging
Darker the
towards.
lights, the more we can do.
I want to say, I think
It's
this is
just
going to
in.
be. Oh.
Two spectacularly suspicious women were at the doll saying, "I just want to see Dan. I wish we could see Dan."
No,
Who
no,
were
this is
they?
not. This is not true. These are lies, orchestrated by the deep state. No, never
Sorry,
happened.
sorry,
And
the
they
clerk-
were
The clerk's
They were
office
saying-
actually had requests to bring a suspicious woman to the gallery to sit with Daniel. Actually,
No, it
Where
wasn't to
are
sit
the
with me. It was to
concubines,
stand with
Dan?
me.
Where are the concubines you're hiding from us?
No, I don't have any concubines.
Stop it.
Actually, one of them is underage. So can we not, please? Actually, no, not underage for Discord.
Oh.
Sorry, there. I just want to make that clear. As in,
Honey.
she's
Oh.
under my
Oh.
age bracket. I would say. I don't like
She's
dating
12?
youngers.
Oh,
No,
you
I don't. I
filthy
don't like
filthy.
dating youngers. It's quite weird to me, at least.
Do
Please tell me we're not
Oh.
on stream. Please tell me you're not saying this on stream.
Yeah.
No. Right, no, this was no, it wasn't a stream. Anyway, moving on, because we are actually trying to stream the duel. I think this may be challenged in court because how Oscar said that he is using his abilities under Title 43 to do have Taoiseach nominations redone. However, under Title 43, revote arrangements for confidence motions 43.4, should a confidence motion fail, the Taoiseach may request to the can caller for a revote. Then there's other clauses there which I think is applicable here. But this should be proposed as a motion of confidence, not another motion of confidence within the current Taoiseach, which would be himself. It's so weird, but it's been done as Taoiseach nominations again, when it should really be done as a motion of confidence. So
Wait,
I think
they removed the portrait of Lynn in division chambers. Sorry, but
wait, Lynn was in
So
the
she's a
division
caller.
chambers.
she was. Yeah,
Oh.
she wasn't in the chambers, but she was like
No,
behind the
yeah.
camera. Yeah.
Oh, the
Anyways.
photos have all been updated.
I'm gonna tear them
No,
all down.
I'm not there. Oh, I am there.
No, because
Ew,
Novak,
oh,
I swear
look at
Novak's
though.
portrait changed, unless I'm just going crazy.
Killian, shall I put you next to me? Just disrupt the entire chronological order.
Yeah, just start completely messing everything up. And it's like, if I want them next.
Just
please,
edit the
so-
National Archives.
Oh.
I was there in spirit.
Can we stop putting
I-
evil Pam here? This is actually really triggering for multiple people, like what's her name, Corbyn.
We're
You-
not putting evil Pam. Like she's not.
You've
performing
been
part of
Pam.
The Irish tradition.
Can we stop? This is like our equivalent of like Rick rolling and everything, just putting Pam on the wall.
Also, it's kind of ableist, isn't it?
No.
Can we just remove Pam from the Leinster House entirely?
No, it's nice.
Yeah, get your Beatles on and get rid of Pam.
No.
Yes.
No,
If
it
you do
was.
that, then I'm
Sorry,
fucking
sorry,
deleting the game.
it was quoted by one of the clerks that Pam is integral to the structure of Leinster
No,
House.
that was quoted by me. Also
Yeah,
a
that was-
developer, so I would know better than any of you.
Yeah, that was quoted from her, Neve.
Thank
And
you.
I have to say the chamber wasn't falling apart when the wall of evil Pams was there.
They're sending cowball everywhere, so I have to avoid.
Oh no,
Can we
did
get
my
a
friends
Pam-
get
can we get a
kicked?
Pam
Oh
ball
no.
going, please? Can we get a
Okay.
Pam ball going?
A Pam ball.
Hijab.
Pam ball in the chat.
Something about this is just so off-putting. It's like
Instead
I
of
feel really
instead-
uncomfortable.
instead of cow legs,
I
it's
would-
just the wheels of Pam's chair.
I would love to
I
see
do.
what would happen, like Pam, like just having Pam look at our community and just see the portraits
No.
of her.
Like, look at the scene before us. It's
Oh,
Jesse and
these
Hijab
fucking
with
TDs are
absolute
annoying
head.
me.
So we've got the
And
president's
she looks
daughter
like
and a
she's about to, she looks like she's about to eat the thing. What the hell?
you got the president's daughter in a hijab, and behind her is Pam, Scottish
Can
Parliament
you
in a
like fix
wheelchair.
the camera on a corner of the hallway so we don't have to stare at this instead?
Pam is also in the hallway.
Oh, she's everywhere.
No,
She.
the
Oh my
hallway. No,
god! Oh my god!
You've been Pam.
Oh my god! She's everywhere.
I've not been pammed. I refuse. I reject.
I'm gonna Pam all over your face. No.
Well, this is
This looks like some kind of
Killian had to-
ancient
Killian had to
Babylonian
pretend-
sacrifice.
Killian had to pretend it was a calf.
Do you hear what True Donald said? This looks like some kind of ancient Babylonian sacrifice.
We
It's
have
called
so.
being
No, please don't put her in the T-she
No,
hall.
don't. No, don't.
No,
Tell Jesse to
don't.
Stop her. I'm gonna kill her.
Don't disgrace our No! No!
Oh my god, Jesse, no.
They're
Don't do
everywhere.
Jesse Flynn.
We still got
Jesse, I'm gonna
Lynette.
kick you
Lynette's
from
still there.
Ireland. If you don't say
Um,
do like 8 times, Jesse, I'm kicking you from Ireland right now. I have my cursor over the kick button.
I
Your
swear they
boots were
removed all your
in.
perms. Do you even have the permission to do that anymore?
Do you want to test it?
Yeah. No, I'm
Okay.
doing
Sorry,
RT.
what
No, I'm
happened to
doing
the cat?
RT.
Oh my god! Oh my god! They changed the decal on the cat to be evil Pam. I just realised that.
What did you say?
If you look at the cat, they've changed the decal, the image on it to
Why
be
is your
evil
waist
Pam.
suddenly snatched? Why is your waist suddenly snatched?
Oh, why has everyone been removed from the stage? Hello? I think they've. Why have they switched to general chat? Oh, I think the evil group staff have moved them. So whilst we wait. Well, I check mail wants to be brought. Oh. Okay, you've been asking the entire time. I suppose I'll let you quickly. Hi, what is it you came up? No, why did you come up here to talk today?
Oh, we're all up. Oh, happy days. No, I just thought it's a good opportunity to come up and talk about the mess that
That you
has
made. Oh.
in front of us.
Hey,
No, I
Oh, you are
did
you are
not
a
make
su-
that
you
plan.
are you are on the High Court, aren't you? The president of it.
Yeah, I am. I'm
Yeah,
also
so-
a former Taoiseach.
you
Well,
have to be
twice.
impartial. You have to be impartial. Sorry.
Ooh.
I am impartial, very impartial. I'm just saying
Oh,
it is a
very
mess.
No,
You
you're a
should be
sissy.
Okay, never mind. I don't think I can question the legality of this then.
You're
Can I ask
So,
James?
anyway,
Can I
so
ask James a question?
big boobs.
Big
Aw.
boobs.
Wait, did you see what they Denmark's performance in Eurovision? The Icelandic narrator said, "Sissal, big boobies." Did anyone see that?
no.
Sorry. Unfortunately, we have far too many people up here. Kamna's imposed a
no.
5 people only rule up here.
Bye, Lewis. Bye,
There's
Lewis.
five people
Everyone
up
say
here.
bye, Lewis. Bye, Lewis.
Bye,
Bye, Liz.
Bye, Lewis.
Lewis.
I wonder who did that. I
Listen
wonder who did
here, you
that.
little cunts.
So it's not past. Oh no,
Microboner,
it's past our
bye.
watershed. Never mind.
Nina.
You think
Nina.
Nina.
Just vote. Vote.
Just
vote.
vote. Just vote.
No,
Me,
check mail.
me when I'm running the next election.
Should we bring up check mail? I think he has something to say. It
I'll
might
go
be
down.
something
I'll
value.
get off stage if you.
No,
need to
it's
bring up
fine.
shit.
We can move. We can move farther. Sorry, how'd
Oh.
you pronounce it?
POV, Alsheen, next general election. Just vote.
Just
Just
for
vote.
clarification, we'll go through
Hello,
some
ladies.
important names.
Hello, ladies. How are
It's
we all?
James Aitchison
Well, there are no.
and
Sorry.
Nina
If
Doherty.
you're going to misgender us, I don't think we should be having you up here.
Oh.
Right, check mail. Check mail.
Holy
If you want to try
man.
again.
You can try.
Hello,
again, Trevor.
gents. Hello, gents. Hello, gents.
Literally
Sorry.
fucking crazy.
Excuse me, it is ma'am.
Yeah,
It is ma'am.
there are two. There are
Hey,
two
I'm a
different genders up
female.
here. Try again. Third time's a charm.
Hey, I'm a female police officer, and I find that offensive.
Hello, he, she,
Hey!
they, them, ze, thems, and all of these other gender pronouns there is.
You forgot
How are we
Caesar.
all?
Try
Right. Thank
again.
you. So why have you come up here today? I think you have quite a few words to say.
I'm gonna grow up when I have boobies.
I think our democracy has been violated quite severely.
Get over it.
Can you provide us more
Well,
details
this
on
is
why you
ironic
think it
coming
is?
from the partial clerk who had to resign from the Green Party because
Yeah,
they were
Check me
still
out,
the
check
Green
me out,
Party's
check me out,
chairman.
check me
So
out.
what's your point?
Shannon, whilst chairman of Fianna Fáil, actively he appointed a new leader to Fianna Fáil whilst chairman of the Shannon. So
my
you didn't bat an
God.
eyelid then, but you're doing it now because you are actually the partial one. You are incapable of being
Technically,
bipartisan.
there's
You
no
have
rule which
Right,
says
this is
actually
no,
there
sorry,
is
this is
no
getting
there's no
way off
rule.
topic. Hold
There
on,
is no
let's.
rule which
No, check me
says
out.
you can go.
I've got a question from the public.
Stop
How do
interrupting each
you
other.
feel? How do you how do you feel
Check
that
me out,
you
did I just
failed
invite you
so
to a
badly
seminar?
as leader? The chairman felt it were necessary to bring back Donald and Francis.
Sorry.
Your replacements have been lined up.
Sorry,
You mean my replacement? I'm one. I asked for Donald. This was when did I ask him? Let me ask him.
Was it you?
Search. Uh,
Or was
rejoin.
it the Fianna Fáil deep state?
I DM'd him the 20th of April that he should rejoin Fianna Fáil. He said at the moment he will not because he's too busy with
And then when
at
your
the moment.
electoral loss happened, Mr. Sunday DM'd him and said, I need a replacement for leader. I don't trust Checkmail. Isn't that what happened?
True Donald returned before that. What's your point?
Sorry, can we
True Donald
move?
was part of.
Right, let's move back over to the duel. Very interesting questions there, but I would argue the relevancy to the duel
It's not.
right
It's
now.
not interesting. It's just Green Party bias. That's what it
No,
is. It's just Green
check me
Party
out, check
bias.
me out, check me out. I
How
can't.
have wait, check me out. I'm gonna. Okay.
Well,
If
hold
we're
on,
gonna
no,
keep
hold on,
arguing
because
about bias, then I
No,
don't
I want to
see.
know. I want to
there's
know
no
how I was biased.
Okay,
The people
Dan.
need to
Dan,
no,
know.
what's your
there's a
next
lot of
question?
no,
What's
no,
your
no,
next
hold on.
Dan?
Okay.
There's a
Dan, what's
lot
your
of
next question?
there's a lot of vague claims being thrown around, and I think you're not being organized enough for the audience. So check me out. I need you to go through very systematically and
How
very
I'm
truthfully how the clerks or Oireachtas staff are biased in favor of the Green Party, and don't try not to get personal. Try to be very systematic in your approach
I never
and
mentioned
clear.
the Oireachtas staff as being biased. I'm just saying that 15K King is being biased on stream
Okay,
as an
and
RT
how?
presenter.
Okay, well,
It's been
okay.
months.
Hold on.
This is
No,
not
no,
the
no.
first
Before
time. This
No,
is
no,
continue,
no, no,
not
no,
the
no,
before
no,
we
no.
first
continue,
time.
hold
Check
on.
No,
me out. Check me out.
Before
Leave,
this is
leave
not
him,
the
leave him.
first
Let
time.
Kenny
This
let
hold on.
Kenny.
Hold on. Before we
Oh,
continue,
wait, shush.
you cannot no, you cannot say I'm not calling Oireachtas staff bias and then call a member of the Oireachtas staff
No,
bias.
what he
It
said,
doesn't
and
work
I
that
quote,
way.
was the partial clerk, Neve Clark. He did not say the partial RTE presenter. He said the partial clerk, which is on stream. So,
Okay, so I think people are being very unclear with what is and isn't bias and what is and isn't partial and their different
Right.
capacities. Try be nice and
This
organized in what you are
look,
calling biased.
sorry, he actually
look.
definitely can hear.
This this is not my first time that I've called Neve Clark bias.
No, it is
And
not.
every time I come up here on this stage, I get attacked with Green Party questions towards me. It's not the first time. It is not. It won't be the last time because I know it won't. I've raised with Kamala. Kamala agreed that she will cut it down and she will talk to you. And yet again, you still continue this.
Because you came on
You
here and personally attacked me. You said my name and you said partial in the same sentence.
because
are
you
not
say,
here to
"Oh no, we
say
won't let check mail on because he does
okay,
Well,
this and this
I think
and
this is
that."
just evolving
check
into
me out.
arguing, and I don't think anything productive
No,
is
no, no.
being made.
We can
Okay.
let him make his point.
But Dan,
Check,
what's your next question, Dan? What's your next
check me out.
question,
No,
Dan?
no, no. I have a
Because
question.
you had a no, Dan had a question.
No,
I'll ask.
I'm gonna ask.
I want
No,
Dan.
you're
I
not here
want
to
Dan
ask
to ask the question.
questions.
No,
You
I'm
are
not
being
listening to
asked,
you. I'm not listening to you.
and
Dan,
you're going
ask your
into.
question.
Right, hold on. Okay, right. Okay, he's gone. Right. Before we bring him back up, I'm going to ask the question now, and it's the only question that's going to be asked. So, what are your words currently? Because you seemed quite frustrated in general chat against the current standings. What do you think is so illegal about what the Taoiseach has done? Is there just like your general statement on everything right now?
You need to learn some manners.
Hello.
Hi. Did you hear my question?
I did not hear it. No.
Oh, right.
Because you were busy typing. Oh.
What is your general
didn't even know-
statement? What is your general statement in regards to everything that's happening right now? You believe the Taoiseach has made the wrong call in his decision, that it's undemocratic, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But what is your just a general statement on this is what I'm asking for.
Okay. At the moment, I believe that the Taoiseach exercised a very undemocratic right to revote, considering the fact that the High Court did rule saying that any subsequent vote will not be invalid and there should be a two-third majority ruled as well. And on top of that, they said the Wednesday session and nominations were the real and authentic vote. And look, the only reason why this is happening is because the Green Party changed their vote from abstention to being taught for Epic Noah, and now they want to flip the vote and make it all a big show, holy show for everyone to show. Oh, Epic Noah is going to be this, and Fianna Fáil, and Green,
Well,
Fianna Fáil, Fine
hold
Gael,
on
and
a
the
second.
and
You're
the
trying
Labour
to make it
Party.
sound complicated when in fact you're kind of blowing out of proportion. You said they flipped the vote, and then you went on a long rant about how they're making a whole show, blah blah. But actually, no, we're not there yet. They still have only flipped the vote. We haven't gone to holy show yet. So don't maybe
Look,
let's
okay,
not drag
okay.
things out of proportion too
Can we
far.
do a Dan? Can I ask you for a favor right now?
No.
Well,
A little favor. Can we bring on True Donald for a minute? Just for a
Oh
minute. Just for a minute.
no!
Let him be heard,
you
please.
would
Let him
have
You're
to
be
the
be
heard.
let
party
down.
leader.
You would have to be let
You're the
down.
party leader.
Okay,
Can you
well.
not
True
speak
Donald has
for
been
your
in
own
session.
Hello,
party?
everyone. How are you? It's so good to be on radio.
Donald, we
Right,
know we
well,
love you.
before you
At
speak, I
least-
think Neve has raised a very good point there. Why can't the party leader of Fianna Fáil speak on behalf of his party himself?
Well, you've spoken. He's already spoken.
But why
And-
do you need to be here then?
I come up here to talk about how terrible, nasty this revote is. Okay, that's what I came up to do.
And that was the same point Checkmail was trying to make. Did the party chairman not think the point he was making was sufficient? Did he need someone better spoken?
Who do you think is the party chairman?
It's Mr.
Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday's not here, is he? Where is he? I don't see him in the audience.
He could be
Why?
on the-
Why do you? I came up here because I wanted to address some things said by this presenter. Okay, this very nasty presenter makes
Well,
some
can we
terrible
again?
remarks.
Can we not resort
Trying
to
to say-
personal claims? True
Trying
Donald.
to say
Donald,
Let's
you're becoming
go-
very personal.
you want to talk
Yeah.
about personal claims. You have this
You're actually
person
very
saying that we're
personal-like.
trying to coup Neve Clark or to coup
No one said
Checkmail.
that.
Trying to coup Checkmail. Nobody's cooing Checkmail.
Can we go
We
to your
love
main
Checkmate.
point, True Donald, of what you were saying? What the original reason why you came up here?
I think that was to talk about me, wasn't it?
I was coming up here to do two things. I came up here to address this revote, this chaos, terrible, undemocratic thing that Oscar did.
So could
What
you
a
begin with
tyrant,
that?
right? And okay, what do you want me to say about this? Because I've stated my opinion here. I said he's in violation of the High Court, and what the Oireachtas did was a very democratic vote. It's a very simple vote. They said, okay, we want Oisin as Taoiseach, and we were going to have Oisin as Taoiseach, but now it looks like we may not, because whatever this CC and this collusion with Oscar and all these terrible things.
Well, Oscar has used his right as the Taoiseach currently to may request a revote. So it is legal in the sense that he has asked for this revote, and it has
He's
to be
defied
carried
the
through
court
unless
order.
they can call
He's
it.
defied the court order.
But I
No, it's
would
not.
assume these
No,
are
it's
new
not. Hold on a minute.
parameters. Yeah.
That's misinformation. The revote is perfectly legal. Tell me why it isn't.
The court order states that any subsequent vote is not legitimate.
Okay.
And
Now
that
tell me
Oisin
what that
is
court
the
order.
Taoiseach.
Well, first of all, it's not an order; it's a ruling. Very different. Tell me what the ruling was ruled on. Tell me what the circumstances and evidence that were presented to the court that concluded that ruling were.
Let me go call some Yates and Yates legal counsel before I go and answer any of
Right.
your wonderful questions
Well,
here.
I'll answer the question
very,
if you want.
very,
The
very
scope
interesting
of
thing
the
you've asked
ruling-
me,
hold on.
Killian.
The scope of the ruling, because you're
What do
gonna
you
give us
think?
the
I'm
wrong
going to
answer
read
here.
through these Google Docs? You think I have time for this?
Well, if
up
you're
here
gonna
to-
come up on
I
stage,
come
I
up
would
here
hope,
to
I would
do
hope that
wonderful
you do
things.
your
I'm telling you, I
research.
just looked at the bar. I said, this is very nasty. This is a very terrible thing. You
Well,
come up here,
listen,
you're demanding me to
important
read. You're
misinformation-
demanding
hold
me to
on.
read Google Docs. I
Hold
don't
on.
get paid for this,
Hold on.
Killian. I don't
The
get paid for this.
misinformation is it's important that we don't let that be disseminated.
Well, you get me
because-
5 Robux, I'll read the document. How about that?
I'll give you 5 Robux soon, but listen.
Oh, that's perfect. That's
The
terrific.
ruling was ruled with the scope of the revote and of the nominations as they happened, and it was not considering the statute that Oscar is invoking right now. So it doesn't apply to that. And it's important that we understand that rulings have a scope. They are not limitless in what they determine. So the revote that Oscar has requested is perfectly legal. It's not an illegal request.
It's a very nasty revote. It's very nasty.
It is. You can call it nasty.
It's a very
You can
nasty.
call it
Well, I'm
nasty, yeah.
calling it nasty. I told you I came up here. I didn't necessarily say it was illegal. I said it was nasty.
You did say it was illegal.
No, I said it was against what the court had ruled.
Play the clips.
Yeah, and it isn't. It isn't.
But you can play the clips all you want. If there is clips.
Roll the footage.
Sorry,
Roll the
sorry. We will be letting.
Listen,
Drew
we don't have to
Donald-
act like this is the Nixon Hotel or something. I don't know why you would want to try to Watergate me
Right,
in
sorry,
such a
Drew Donald.
terrible demeanor.
Thank you for coming up. But I believe we are getting Taoiseach results being announced right now. Can we
No,
please
not in front of
remove?
that. No, not in front
Can-
of
can we
that.
remove-
No.
No, go to the dole then. Go to the dole chamber. Go to the dole chamber.
Okay, oh my! Why? Can we get?
What the fuck?
You've been pammed!
Go to the podium at the end of the stairs. Go to the podium at the end of the stairs.
I
Okay,
put that there.
right,
Say
that's
thank
it.
you to mummy.
Thanks, Nate.
Neve, here's your
No,
father.
no, no.
Can we get some lights down here? Can we get some lights?
Bam! Yes.
Remove
well,
Pam. Remove Pam and get some light.
coming. I'm coming with the
Can we get like a portrait of Killian down here as well?
light. No.
Oh,
Piss off.
No, if I can't be there,
Oh.
then neither can Pam.
oh, the
Oh.
server's been shut down.
Oh. Ooh.
What?
Wait,
Eamon,
what's
fuck.
what's error code 288?
Someone shut it down. Eamon shut it down. Actually.
Bring the action. When you come
Bring
to
the
club-
action.
Yeah, developer
Turn
developer
this
actions.
Cheap as chips.
What?
Look on. Bring the action.
Look at this loser senator spawning into the Shannon. What a loser. Wow.
I can't stop.
One sec.
Can't
I go
stop
poo now, okay? I go poo now. Is that okay? I go poo.
It smell like poo.
Right, we're not talking about these disgusting vile things. At least Krispy Kreme isn't watching. That would be a lot worse.
He wants to be bound, gagged, feces hurled at him.
You've memorized that.
Yes, my mother wrote it. I know.
Hold on, is this?
Very talented woman, my mother.
She has a very colourful way of explaining things.
She's a revert as well. Is it revert? Convert? I forgot. I didn't study Islam.
I just want to appreciate the people who are watching the stream right now. If I can see who. Oh no, I'm the only participant. Never mind. Okay, can we please get some lights down here?
I'm gonna delete Eamon's body.
Oh no, they're moving it up. They're moving it up. Well, whilst we wait for that to happen, I suppose I should give you more commentary on what's happening right now. Actually, I suppose. Just want to take a look at. Well, let's talk about the history of the. I would give the history of the Labour Party, but I'm not very educated on them. I'll give you the Social Democrats rundown, I suppose. So I'm going to go back since when I joined Ireland. This was in July 2024, and this was when the Social Democrats were led under Brian O'Kearney and joined the coalition with Fine Gael. Now, this was quite the historic coalition because it collapsed, I believe, after a month or so of being in term, famously on Maxi King's birthday, unfortunately, where he tried to challenge in the courts the Seanad, well, they held a referendum to remove the Seanad entirely, and then he argued that the times were wrong and that it should be rethought. And for it was so it's going completely separate from the Social Democrats, but yes, this did lead to the coalition falling apart. With the Social Democrats come back in, they were the kingmakers at the time, and they then decided to go with the Labour Party of Killian Clark. So they've then formed a government before Brian O'Kearney stormed out of Ireland, I believe, due to the fact he felt that group staff were biased against him. Then you had Valorist come in. Now this is a very infamous person recently, considering what they've done in Ireland as Taoiseach. Now, people argue, well, after this coalition had ended in, I would say, again, fires, because they tried to remove the commissioner, and I believe Killian tried to remove the commissioner, I believe Tom at the time, and Valerist vetoed it as Taoiseach. But then we went back to the polls, and the Social Democrats won their historic majority. This was again under Valerist, making him the Taoiseach. He did go away for a brief period of time, and then this gave way for the Taoiseach, to my understanding, who wasn't very good. There was also the Gigam, where Gigam tried to deregister a lot of the business companies, no, media companies, because he wasn't happy with what they'd been saying against him. But we ultimately left that government far worse than when we entered it, because we had experienced a lot of inactivity. But then we move over to the next term, which was the True Donald regime, which we will focus again on the Social Democrats as their time in the opposition. Again, Brian O'Kearney had come back after Valerist resigned as leader, and Brian O'Kearney led as leader of the opposition. Sorry, why is Jeremy here? Jeremy, we've been told you can't come up here today. Anywho, so we had Brian O'Kearney, who was the leader of the opposition, and it was quite the opposition. It's difficult to explain because I don't really think they got a whole lot done. They were quite critical of the Fianna Fáil Green Party, well, the People Before Profit government. But again, there's not really much to comment on the Social Democrats there. Brian O'Kearney came back, and that was kind of it. Then the next term, that was when they lost their largest opposition and got 3 seats. Now, again, not much happened in the opposition, but I will talk about their coalition towards the end of the term, where they tried to coalition with Fianna Fáil and have, and I believe for a very short amount of time, we had Brian O'Kearney as Taoiseach. Then then during the election period, True Donald had left Ireland, leaving Brian O'Kearney apparently as Taoiseach, where he then also subsequently resigned because he didn't really expect the party to do well. He said that the party shouldn't have done well, and then again resigned. But then that was when Oscar came along.
Results incoming.
Oh, okay. Just to quickly run that down, Oscar became leader of the opposition for a short amount of time, and then came Taoiseach, and that is a quick rundown of the Social Democrats' history. Oisin will be bringing you down just for now. If you do make it to Taoiseach, then you'll be brought up first. If it's Oscar, then he'll be brought up first. But we'll just have to see. The Israel flags draped either side of the podium. We now have Eamon coming out with the post Taoiseach Noah, Epic Noah 1358 of the Social Democrat Party. Oh, I've been told to look in DMs. Sorry, I didn't see those. Anywho, dear Ireland and dear deputies, the result is as following. This is from Eamon McGrath, the Secretary General. Remember, 12 or 13 votes is the requirement for the majority. Nation waits on the edge of our seats to hopefully find out, third time's a charm, who our Taoiseach is. It's between both the candidates, Epic Noah. Oh, TAR 15. TAR 15, we have a majority. 10-0. 0 abstains. Very contested by 5 votes. We have a Taoiseach.
Wow.
And his name is... Oh, okay, it seems to be... Okay, it has been confirmed. Epic Noah 1358 is the Taoiseach elect. Now, I wouldn't stand firm in that because what's been happening these past few weeks, we cannot...
I think when we're trying to beat the bias claims, it doesn't help that only one candidate was invited to stand behind the lectern.
I believe both should have been. However, Can we get the
Amen.
white smoke removed? I get it's like the Pope and everything, but we can't see his text.
No, habemos Taoiseach.
How do you pronounce GMA? Like in
Gramaga.
okay. Ireland has been a hell of a tough time. That is for sure. However, I'm honoured to be standing here as the next Taoiseach. I'm so sorry to hear about your immersion, Jeremy. Can we please have Pam removed?
Why the Israel flags?
Um,
Yammy's Bilcha.
At a time where political division is evident, it is vital more than ever that we work to ensure Ireland's success. I don't know what's happening with the music there. I will say Vardu Fortress for anyone who gets that reference there. I don't think anyone would, but the people sent all deputies to work with each other to ensure that we accomplish results. I, as the next Taoiseach, plan to do just that. No matter what has happened in the past, even in the previous nomination sittings, I'm committed to working with everyone to secure Ireland's future. It gives me great pleasure to make this address as the next Taoiseach. And I hope that as the term progresses, we will have ensured that Ireland is left in a better place than we found it. Thank you to all of the deputies that placed their trust in me. I won't let you down. GRMA. Or thanks to everyone, I suppose. So, don't want to confirm these results because it's going to get thrown back in my face, I'm sure of it. But currently, Noah is our Taoiseach. I mean,
The
it's.
leader of the Labour Party has just called for the storming of my house.
I mean, I would say
No.
you would rather do it to the government building, not the president's house.
Killian.
But
Yeah, please do
Killian,
not
shall we
laugh at this.
go?
This is
Shall we go and
dangerous.
fight them off?
With what?
With our sissies.
Corbin, if you have bee tools, can you go down there and tool yourself all these weapons?
I
and,
do.
shoot
I will.
them? Someone give Corbin the laser and she can shoot them all out of our house.
yes.
well,
Right,
No, wait,
everyone for us to
I need
defend.
to get something here. I need Corbin to go down there in her first lady outfit and shoot them, and I need to take photos and I'll
Yes,
tweet it. Okay,
yes.
go do that.
Corbin, come.
this
Send
this
me your
moment, I have to say, this moment feels really underwhelming. I don't know what I expected it to feel like, but we actually have a Taoiseach now. Wow.
Woo! What
th-
is this feeling? So
It's
sudden
3
in your-
times. I think no one's excited to hear about the Taoiseach anymore. It's just been right. Well,
Corbin,
hopefully.
where are you?
Well, is there anything really
They're
left
raiding.
to say?
Help! My God.
Well, I'll
Killian,
leave you
Pam.
on that
Oh!
note.
They're chasing
Finally,
Donald's here.
finally, we might actually have a Taoiseach. Again, heavy emphasis on the might. Wait, can you confirm if the government will be given their seals tonight?
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, so they will be given their seals tonight. We will have a government by tomorrow. So, anyway, I'm sure the president
too.
will go off and be busy with that. I thank you all for tuning in for the third and hopefully final
Killian.
Taoiseach nominations for today. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and good night. I will see you tomorrow, Ireland, for the first Oireachtas, both sittings there.